Mic test, testing. I think so far so good. Mic test, final mic test. Mic test, final mic test. Mic test, mic test. Mic test, mic test. Final mic test, we are starting soon. Final mic test, we are starting soon. Okay, I think mic so far so good. So far so good. Think we can start soon. Okay, we start in about 1 or 2 more minutes. Okay, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so by right it should start at 9. So maybe we start at 9:03 now. Okay, just give me 1 more minute. So 1 more minute we will kickstart. So same thing. OBS just crashed on me again. Damn. So I just trying to figure out the OBS, right? Then OBS just crashed again. So I have to deal with it now. Okay, so someone managed to figure out. Thankfully, I started preparing earlier, not last minute. So thankfully, I managed to figure out the OBS, and then it sort of worked out. Okay, so hey, yeah, 71. Good to see you again, yeah, 71. Okay, hey, good evening. Loud and clear. Hey, good to hear, good to hear. Hope it's not too loud. If it's too loud or there's over crazy amount of volume, let me know. Too high decibel. Okay, but glad that all is clear. Okay, so yeah, 71. Good evening. How are you doing today? And work earlier today. Okay, we will start very soon. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. We are good to go. So today, same thing. As with all the stream, I try to keep it short, 1 hour, to the point, and then I try to answer those questions you all messaged me or wrote in the comments, in be it from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all these things, right? I try to consolidate them and then answer your one shot. Okay, so 3 segments usually. Okay, first segment we will talk about the market, key stocks, okay, in general, the questions. Second component is usually the options part, because quite a lot of questions on options as well. And I want to update you on my options position, following from yesterday about the things we discussed. And lastly, today got one special segment. Okay, we talk a bit about personal finance. Okay, that part we keep it to the last part, because not everyone is keen to learn about personal finance. A lot of you are seasoned investors, so you are more interested in the advanced stuff rather than those personal finance, more basic stuff. Okay, but regardless, there's some interest in it, so I will go through them at the end of the closer to the end of the stream. Okay, so let's start. Okay, welcome all, good evening all, very happy to see you. Okay, so first question. Okay, I've been receiving quite a lot of questions, especially recently, on when to sell your stocks, when to take profit. Okay, so that's really a golden question. Okay, so someone recently, especially, they messaged me, they say, hey, I've been watching your stream, especially the series on AMA, which is called Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet, because I have very strong conviction in these 3 stocks. So some of them actually bought some as well, so they make money. Okay, I'm not saying you all follow me, please. Okay, I only share my owner's opinion, why I believe I'm so convinced in these 3 stocks. You want to buy or not, up to you. Okay, it's my own interpretation, own analysis. That's why I'm very convinced in these 3 companies. So someone messaged me, wow, they bought Apple and also Alphabet recently. Okay, especially Apple. So they make quite some money. Especially Apple, non-stop bull run. Okay, on steroids or on drugs. So when to sell your stocks? Okay, honestly, not financial advisor. Okay, I'm not financial advisor. Don't call the police on me, please. Okay, so personally, I will only sell stocks when I need the money. Okay, let's say I need the money urgently or for emergency, or today I need to do something else or buy something, right, or for survival, or maybe there's a better investment opportunity. Okay, in short, if I need the money, then only I will sell the stocks. Why? So I share with you, my investing principles are guided by my own rules that I set. So one of the key and most important rule is you cannot predict the future. So this rule I stick very closely to it. So if I have this rule, I cannot predict the future, means I don't know whether the stock, if I sell today, right, it may keep going up, then I can never buy again. Okay, some people think that they can time the market, in out, wow, wow, wow. Truth is, you cannot predict the future. Anyone who tell you, he or she can predict the future, use some chart, use some shooting star, hammer, light, all these things, all the different theory, full of shit. I tell you honestly, nobody can predict the future. That's the cold hard truth, whether we like it or not. So because I believe in this rule, it applies to my investing concept. So I don't sell the stocks, because if I take profit today, okay, let's say, Apple up 5%, example. Alphabet recently up another 5% or 4%. Then I sell, I take profit. Maybe I make $20-$30 per share, okay, not bad, okay, not bad. But what if Alphabet continue to go up to 350, 370, 400, like recently, all-time high was 400. I could never catch it, I could never buy back again. And if I were to buy back, it will be at a much higher price. Same for Apple, Apple has been up, down, it went 200 plus, something like that. People were fearful China no longer buying Apple product. Look at Apple today, $340 all-time high. Shoo! If you have bought last time Apple at maybe 180 and then you sold at 200, how to buy back? How? You never had the chance to buy back. You only can buy back at a higher price. How is it worth it? So that's why personally I can share with you that I also okay, the day when I sold stocks that time, right, was when I wanted to buy a private property, a condo, because I want to fund this condo. Okay, I don't have unlimited money. I'm not born with a golden diamond spoon in my mouth. Okay, I'm just like a lot of people like y'all. We are very average people. We are just trying to make more money, improve our quality of life. So I needed money to fund the property because it's part of my diversification back then. Okay, so I sold stocks. So that was when I actually took some profit from my donkey years ago stocks that I bought like 5, 8, 10 years ago. So that was the time when I sold stocks. So also share with you my personal experience, the lesson I learned. So in the past, I also think I can predict the future. I also think I can sell the stock at an all-time high, then buy back lower. I did it twice, bought, sold, bought, sold. Both times, right, I couldn't buy them back at a lower price. Okay, so mistakes were made, lessons were learned. So back then, I told myself, I'm not a fool, okay? I learned my mistakes. I sold, and it went up higher. Then I tried to sell again, and it went up even higher. So no more, okay? I'm not a fool, okay? I'm sure a lot of you all experienced that also. You all sold, but cannot buy back at a lower price, or even at the same price. It just keep going up higher and higher and higher. Like SPY 500, people say, 550, let's take profit. Now 750, hello. What are the odds of it coming back to 550 again or below for you to buy? Okay, so learn from my experience, okay, that I made a mistake. I acknowledge my mistakes, okay? So if you want to sell and take profit, you might not be able to buy back again, okay? So this is something you need to bear in mind, okay? I'm not saying you must follow me, okay? End of the day, it's your money, it's your stocks. You can do whatever you want. You want to buy, sell, hold, keep there for donkey years, all up to you, okay? But I share with you my personal experience. This is my take on when to sell stocks, okay? Only when I really need the money now, okay? If I don't need the money, I don't see any reason to sell the stocks, really, okay? That's my personal opinion. So I just add on a little bit about these rules, okay? So I have a few rules when it comes to investing, okay? Next time I can share with you all my rules when it comes to investing for me, okay? So some of the things is that why it's so important to have rules, because rules will influence your decision, your investment decision. So like example, I share with you all, right? I cannot predict the future. That's my number one rule. So I don't sell stocks. So it influence. Okay, same thing, I give you an example. Okay, example, smoking. Okay, no offense to some smoker. It's okay. You want to smoke is your opinion, your decision. I respect that. Okay, so I give you an example, smoking. Some people feel that smoking is not harmful to them, so that's their rule in life. If smoking is not harmful, I will keep smoking. Okay, keep blowing and sucking on the stick. Okay, so it's cool, it's fun, it's enjoyable, can farm aura plus 99999. In Singapore they call it 金家 smoke got the aura, wow, I like very up there, very proud. I can smoke. So because they feel that smoking is not harmful, it's enjoyable, that's their concept, that's their rule. So they'll keep doing that. Same thing, for the other hand, people who think that smoking is very harmful, I don't want to smoke, that will be their rule in their life. Be you want to call it belief, guiding principle or rule, okay, anything. But it's something they will stick to, so they won't smoke, they won't touch cigarette. So same thing, when it comes to investment, right, you need to set your own rules. And these rules are not random rules, it's through your years of experience, your knowledge with the stock market. You come to interact and you learn, study, read, research, or trade in the market. You will automatically form some rules or concepts in your mind, that you will know that I need to adhere to all these rules. And all these rules, right, will guide your decision metrics or be your investing principles. So this explains why it is so important to stick to your rules, because with the rules it influences your decision making, and with rules, right, you will make better investment decision and you will stay more consistent. Okay, so same for me, I extend a bit. Okay, like I say, I cannot predict the future, that's why I don't sell stocks. Then people ask me, you don't sell stocks, how you make money, how you get income? So that's why I pivoted to selling options. Okay, when I sell options, like covered call, right, will be on the stocks. Okay, if I sell far enough, my shares won't get caught away. And if I sell cash cover put, I don't have to sell my stocks. Okay, so that's how I generate income. So this is why, right, okay, to summarize, okay, want to sell your stocks or not, up to you, okay, your decision. But personally, I share with you, I only sell when I need cash or money immediately for something, okay, for some purpose. And that is heavily influenced by the rules I set by myself. So when it comes to investing, right, try to have clear-cut rules for your own self. Okay, maybe next time when we have another chit-chat session, I'll share with you some of the guiding rules I have. Okay, remember, rules will influence your decision, okay, your decision making. And if you have clear-cut rules, you will be able to make more consistent decision. And that is very crucial if you want to make money consistently in the stock market, especially in options trading. Okay, consistent rule, okay, consistent decision will make you money consistently. Okay, so hopefully as we talk more streaming session, we can share more and discuss more about how all these rules come into play for the decisions making when it comes to options view strategy. Okay, options view strategy is my favorite. I think most of you all know I always sell options. Okay, so later I'll give you an update on my options position, what I've done, and the discussion we have yesterday, we built on it, and why I choose to make certain decision on the options. Okay. Okay, so hopefully I managed to share with you my personal experience on when to sell stocks. Okay, that's my own personal thing. So let's just look at any question. Any questions, feel free to ask me. Okay, I will try my best to answer you. Or you have another opinion, feel free to share, because I also want to learn from you. Okay. Okay, Miaga R9Z, hi, nice to see you, Miaga. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by and saying hello. Okay, so if you were here the past few streams, feel free to come in and chit chat. Just say hello. Any questions can ask. Happy to have a conversation with you, and then also can learn from you. Okay, especially those who are new to the stream. Okay, because if I miss your message, please just say it again, because sometimes this OBS, I don't know why the software, I cannot see the message, for some reason it doesn't appear, but when I see some of the chat, it appear, and vice versa. Okay, so that's all for the first part. If you all have questions, can let me know, when to sell stocks and then when to take profit. So like I say, because I adhere to the rule, cannot predict the future. That's the cold hard truth. You know, when you have certain rules in investment, right? And if you acknowledge certain rules that make sense, like I said, rules you made that you adhere to are through experience. You have experience, you study, you know the whole concept. That's why these rules, try to stick to them, because you know it works. It is the truth. It is real, okay? That's why you know you adhere to them. Yeah, so sticking to your rules is one key element, I would say, when you want to really trade and sell options for consistent income. Okay, so that's all for part 1. So now let's talk about part 2, okay? So part 2, I want to give you an options update, okay? So options, let's go. Options now, okay? So let me change screen, let me change. Oh yeah, it's not starting screen already. I need to change my screen. Okay, I put the options on top, so it's clearer. Let me see. Okay. Eh? Okay. So I put my face below. Okay, later then I put on top. But I want to show you all my options at the first screen. So they are the position I held. And then because some of you all say, hey, you put the option below, the chat blocking, hello. So please put on top, okay? Yeah, so hopefully it's clearer. If not clear, can let me know. Okay, so a new update. Okay, new update on my option position. So you can see on the first one, number 1, I put in the first row. Okay, SPY put. Okay, can see my mouse or not? Okay, I click it, so it's highlighted. Wait, give me a while. Okay, coming soon. Okay. So the first one, right? So this is my new position, okay? So yesterday, I was streaming, right? I told you all, right? I will build a SPY put. I will sell a put position if the stock value, right, SPY dropped by 0.75 to 1%. And it happened. It dropped about 1.3% yesterday. But of course, I never captured the bottom. I sell the put when it was about 0.9 or 1%, okay? So like I said, once I set a decision to buy something when it comes to option, I will execute it as long as it falls to my price. So same thing, okay, this is a new position, okay, expire 1 year. I said yesterday, okay, I want a 1 year SPY put as a way to stagger my put position. So this SPY put, okay, will expire next year, okay, somewhere next year, is next year June. Okay, the strike price is $645. So if SPY put now is like what, 730, 7400, is it? About there, okay, let's say 7400. So SPY must drop to, from 740, drop below 645 before I get assigned this stock. So what are the chances? I mean, it is possible, not say impossible, but quite low, right? I mean, to drop like $100, I mean, it is possible, but the odds are on my side. So the whole idea of option view strategy, like I say, it's not to chase money, not to keep getting high premium, but to chase probability and to manage your risk. You want to have high probability of constantly winning. So if my strike price is set at 645, I have a good odds of winning, which means very likely, or should I say, I have a high chance that SPY put this particular contract, right, will expire worthless, and I get to keep the premiums. The premiums is written here very clearly, $20.44 per share. So options are dealt in 100. So I have received $2,040 or $2,000 in short. So it's pretty good. You see, yesterday I clicked some buttons, sell this contract. I received $2,000 immediately in my pocket. $2,000, okay, I just received yesterday. So you see the whole idea of this option view strategy, right? Is if you sell all the contracts within 1 month, 45 days DTE, right? You see, let's say all the options I have, let's say I sell 20 contracts, all at 30 to 45 days DTE, right? If I get assigned the stock price drop, right, I'm in trouble. I have to take all assignment or close all and roll, okay, or close all and accept the loss. So I don't want that. I want to make money consistently. I want to anticipate and be prepared for up market and down market, bull, bear, or sideways market, right? I want to be prepared. So that's why I will stagger my put options. Okay, you see my options, I have 1 year, 1 month, 6 months, 3 months, 9 months, 2 years or so, 1.5 years, that kind. So because you have a longer period of time, right, the time is on your side when you sell options. Okay, it's not against you, okay? When you're a buyer of an option, time is against you because there's time decay. There's a value there. So once time is up, the contract is up, it doesn't go below the strike price, right? I keep the premiums. That's it. But the buyer, on the other hand, right, will lose the premiums, which is still $2,000. Okay, I know some people feel that, hey, $2,000 not a lot of money, over 1 year period of time. But like I said, it's not about being greedy. It's about making money consistently. 2,000 over 1 year is like about 100 plus. Okay, make it 200. So it's about 200 per month. So that's not bad, right? And if you keep staggering a lot of options contract over, like maybe 2 to 3 contracts this month, and another 3 to 4 contract next month, maybe 1 contract in the 3rd month, and then maybe 5 contract in the 1 year. So when you stagger here and there, it's almost like building a bond ladder. In the olden days, we don't have all this sophisticated trading equipment or tools, right? People like to build bond ladder, right? Because they want to catch the average gains from the bond. Like I will buy bond every month. So every month I have a bond that expires, so I can capture the average interest rather than an all-in buy the bond one for 1 year. This month, right? Maybe the interest is only 1%, but who knows next year what interest goes up to 2%. So that's why people used to build bond ladders. Okay, every month they buy, so they get to capture the average interest return. So they never get the highest, they never get the lowest, they get the average. Okay, so same concept here. Okay, I'm using this bond ladder. Same thing, I stagger options, stagger contracts. So that's why every month I will have contract expiring. Every month I know money will keep flowing. So this whole idea also built on the idea of cash flow. Okay, having consistent cash flow is key to the options build strategy. It's not just about having one shot or 200K. No, that's not the way. Okay, it's about making sure that you have consistent income every month. That your cash flow must be very well managed, so that you can always manage assignment. So like this month contract expire, right? If assignment, you can choose to take or roll, up to you, but you must have the cash ready to accept the assignment when it's time's up. Okay, imagine if you don't have the cash ready, right, in that particular month, you are in trouble. So that's why we will talk about this cash flow concept another time, because it's one whole topic again. Okay, so this is the update I want to give you on my position. Okay, so the day when I close it, I will also share with you all. Okay, so you all know how much profit margin I'm taking. So I can upfront tell you, okay, my profit margin is usually a 50%, but depending on the market situation, okay, the macro factors, if I'm concerned, I'm worried, right, I may even close at 30 to 40% margin. I'll update you, okay? Let me drink some water first. Okay. So I just also want to talk about, okay, SPY put. Okay, so some people also ask, why you choose SPY as a stock to do options on? So I can tell you honestly, because SPY number one is a stock, or rather ETF, right? I don't mind holding. Okay, SPY is the top 500 US company. All the greatest companies are there. Apple, Microsoft, even things like Tesla, Amazon, or ONG, or ExxonMobil, whatever sectors you think of, is all in there. And they are all the top leaders of that particular sector. So if I get assigned SPY, I don't mind. See, I sell the put at 645, right? You see a first row. So now today you tell me, if I want to buy, if I'm okay, so SPY now is 740. So if I get a chance to buy SPY at 645, would I be happy or sad? Okay, chances are I'm very happy. Okay, SPY sell me 645. I take. Okay, I'd rather pay 645 than pay 740 now dollar. Okay, so you see the concept here. Why I choose SPY as a counter to sell options on? Because I don't mind owning it. That's number one rule. Okay, so number two, SPY ETF, right, is something I'm so confident long run it will trend upwards. Okay, because of other concept, be it, inflation, money printing. Generally, to me, okay, my belief is stock market generally trend upwards as time passes. Okay, be it, inflation, cost of living, people want to make more money, company make more money, prices generally trend upwards. Plus, because SPY is a basket of stocks. Okay, so if you tell me company A and B may trend downwards, I believe, because they may not make money or they may fail. But if you tell me all 500 companies don't make money, they will trend downwards, I'm a bit doubtful, to be honest, because one or two companies, yeah, maybe, but most companies should do well generally, okay? Remember, top 500 companies, what are the odds that these top 500 companies fail? Okay, they become zero and crash tomorrow. Unlikely, right? If there is a day SPY becomes $0, all the companies collapse, right? I think there are more things to worry about than your portfolio of money, really. Okay, there's probably a nuclear war, or maybe alien come and invade us. Maybe alien come with all their tentacles and then destroy Apple and Microsoft. Okay, and then maybe capture Jensen Huang. Okay, Nvidia gone. Okay, all the alien come now. So that's why I believe I'm very comfortable selling SPY puts. Okay, because long run it will generate trend upwards. Even if SPY crash to 500, I will take assignment whole because long run I believe it can recover. Okay, so hopefully I managed to share with you all my thought process, why I pick SPY put, that kind of stuff, why I sell put on this particular counter, because I believe long run it will do well and I don't mind owning it. So you see, these are the rules I also talk about when it comes to options view strategy. Only sell options on stocks you want to own. Don't be greedy and try to sell options on things like GameStop, NIO. I mean, I said it before, just a quick recap, okay? Yeah, their premium are very high back then, 90%, 150% also got, okay? But look at them now. GameStop crashed from what all-time high, 200, 300. Now it's what, $50, $70. NIO, NIO, China EV company, peak was $50 or $60. Now it's what, $20 to $30. So imagine you sell options on them. Yes, you get a lot of premiums. The IV is very high, okay? But you are stuck with the stock now, okay? Your premiums cannot even cover your stock loss, okay? Imagine you have sold at $50 your contract and then it crashed to $30. You are down $20 per share, That's a lot of money. Imagine 100 shares, that's $2,000. Your premium you collected maybe $300-400, but you lost $2,000. You can't even cover back your loss. So remember, another rule is if you do options view strategy, right, please always look at your total loss and profit. Don't just look at the premiums you collected. You collect the premiums, wow, very happy, very shook, wow, 500, 300, 1K, 2K, very happy, right? By the way, shook means very delightful, okay? Okay, I know I have some US viewers and people from other countries, okay? So pardon me, sometimes I use some Singaporean language, okay? Shook just means delightful. Wow, it feels great. It feels delighted to get so much premiums. But your stock price drops so much, you are actually losing money. You are not making money, okay? So one of the option view strategy rule, right, is always look at the totality, okay? Look at the stock price and look at the premiums you collect. Very important, okay? Very important element. So that's the main update for why I choose to sell this particular option contract. So there are more options that I'm looking to sell, okay? So later when the market open in about 2 more minutes, okay, 2 more minutes, we once again go back to look at the market and then we identify any potential opportunities. If they are, once again, I will share with you here live, okay? Immediately. Okay, I give you all immediate updates so you all can know some of my picks, some of my thoughts and some of the things I want to sell on. So I just circle back to yesterday's stream a little bit, okay? So you can see yesterday I talked about, in fact the past few streams I've already said, I will sell an SPY put 1 year contract because I don't have it. I want to stagger and at a certain price if it drops, okay? So when you sell options, right, you must have a pre-plan before the market opens, okay? You have to start thinking, what are some of the option contracts you already own? So example, be it like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, okay, you start to stagger. Maybe you don't have a options contract that expire in maybe 8 months, 9 months. You don't have some contract that expire in 1.2 months or whatever, okay? Then you start filling up the holes and start telling yourself, hey, maybe I should look for a contract that expire in maybe 9 months, okay? Or I don't have this particular stock, maybe let's say Nvidia, okay? I want to have more contracts on Nvidia because I don't have it and I don't mind owning it. So that's why before the market even opens, right, before you want to purchase or start selling options, you must plan beforehand, okay, pre-plan, okay. So another rule, okay, that I follow is that always pre-plan your trades, especially for options view strategy, and then stick to it. So don't wait for the market to open, then you start thinking this and that. Trust me, you will deviate, okay? Because let's say the market suddenly crash, okay? Like example, your Nvidia dropped 10%. Wow, the premium suddenly become very juicy, you know, you'll be very tempted, okay? But let's say all the while you don't want to own Nvidia, you are not interested in selling a contract Nvidia. Maybe you need contracts on like Alphabet or maybe in Amazon, okay? Up to you, okay? Because you want to own those stocks, or maybe you don't have enough position, you want to build position on it, or you want to diversify your risk, you want to get some Amazon or others instead, or maybe because you own a lot of Nvidia already, you don't want to own more Nvidia, so you want to maybe get some Amazon or Alphabet. So you pre-plan all these trades, and then you set certain rules. Once the market open, if it's in your favor, it falls below a certain percentage, just go for it, really. So always stick to the rules. Okay, that's for me lah, personally, okay? Not financial advice. Please don't quote me. Please don't follow me, okay? I just share with you my personal experience, okay? If you don't pre-plan your trades, right, when you go into the market, you will deviate, you know. You will be like, the premium is so juicy. I want to switch my strategy and pick them up. That's where you fall into the trap, okay? You start to chase after premiums rather than long-term profitability. Okay, so that's the whole idea lah. Okay, so that's why yesterday, right, I share with you all, if the market open, you know, SPY put drop by 0.7 to 0.75 to 1%, the 1 year contract is there, I will take it, and it happens, I stick to it. So today is the update. Okay, so that's the one of the key points I want to share with you all today about my position and some of the rules when it comes to option view strategy for me. Okay, if you have other sets of rules, okay, in selling options, no problem, I respect that. Okay, in fact, you can share with me. Okay, feel free to drop in the comments below, so I also can learn from you about what are the rules you all adhere to when you sell options, when you close for profit, or what are the stocks you all sell options on. Wow, you see, market open, SPY up, right? Wait, let's go to the market. Exciting. Excited now. Okay, we see the market now. Okay, so my stock market is in the middle of the screen. Okay, let's go take a look. Okay. Wait. Sorry, my com a bit laggy. What happened? Wait. Don't know why the. Okay, can. Okay, it's back. Ooh, Microsoft up 13%. What happened? Oh my lord! Did I see wrongly? Microsoft up 13%. Result out, man. I thought Microsoft is announcing result a few days later. Wow! Microsoft is so much. Oh my lord! You know, I just published a video just a while, a short, right? You know my favorite top 3 company, Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet, right? Wow! You know, Microsoft was down so much, like to 350, 360. It was suppressed for so long. No? Just one day up 14%. Wow, I don't know what happened, okay? So maybe later I go catch up on the news, okay? I don't know what happened. Because I don't think they have announced result out yet. I know Apple is announcing result today, I think after market close or tomorrow. And Microsoft is a few days later. I'm not sure. Hey, please correct me if I'm wrong. If Microsoft has announced result, let me know, okay? I can't maybe, you know, capture everything. Wow, I can't believe it. Oh my god. Ooh, okay, congratulations to all who bought Microsoft. Congratulations. 13% is a 14%. Oh my god. 14% is a lot of money. Oh my lord. Okay, bye. Congrats to all who have felt Microsoft, okay? I of course very happy. I know Microsoft is one of my top 3 position, okay? Okay, let's just continue to see the market overall. I mean, there's quite a lot of drop. Okay, Meta is down, Apple also down a little. And then let's just look at SPY lah. Okay, SPY 500. Oh, okay, not bad. Okay, SPY is now already up 0.78%. Okay, so I think overall the market is still doing fine. It's not like it's collapsing. Okay, So usually SPY 500 is a good indicator of the overall market. So if it's green, it's held at about this range, you know, never drop much, market is generally so-called healthy. Okay, so let's just look at our options again. So I just explained to you a little bit more. Okay. So you see my SPY put, okay, the first row again, once again, okay. Can you all see my profit or not? Okay, you all can't really see the entire daily P and L lah. Okay, maybe next time I try to improve. Maybe I try to, wait, I try to do something. I shift a bit more to the right. Okay, left. Like that can or not? So give me a while. I want to show you all the P and L and stuff. Okay, I shift a bit more. Okay. Wait us. Okay, so the first row is same, okay. I know you cannot see the SPY put, but I shift it more to so you can see the P and L part, okay. So you see, for the SPY put, I'm already up 1.5%, which is like $30, okay. P and L, the column, okay. The profit and loss column up $30, okay. So you can see, options really can swing very fast, okay. You can see how fast it swing. In just one day, I know I sold this contract for 1 year, but one day is 1.4%, it can go up like that. So my unrealized profit is about $30 already. So that's why I can say, if you think stock market swing very fast, right? Wow, Microsoft up 14% one day. Option can swing even faster, especially for a shorter term contract. You know, it can up like 20-30% in just a few hours, okay? So that's why I want to remind you all, if you are new to options, right? Please start slow and humble, okay? Don't one shot sell 5-10 contracts. Don't. Try to start small with just one contract. And don't sell short-term contract, okay? Because it's so volatile, you might not be able to manage the volatility or risk level. Whereby if you sell a longer term contract, like 45 days or even like me 1 year, right? You see the percentage up can be just 1%. I mean, it's quite a lot already, okay? 1.123% a day is quite a lot already. But when you sell a longer term contract, right, the fluctuation is lesser. Okay, it's more stable and easier to manage. Okay, and you can see if even right now, right, let's say, oh, for some reason the macroeconomics is very bad right now. I can close it now. I can choose to like, oh, I take this and see now it's $40. See, so fast. Just now I was talking about 30, now it's $40 profit. I scared. Okay, I'm very scared today. Wow, maybe Donald Trump want to fire another missile into my face. Okay, I'm very scared. So I decide I will close the position and just take the $40 profit or $30 profit. So that's why for options, right, if you are new, you might not even know what buttons to click, how to close the position, honestly. So if you are new, okay, I know I have some I'm not saying new viewers, I mean friends like you, okay, viewers, people who come to the chat, right, you are new to the options, right, please take it slow and start small, okay, maybe just one contract will do, okay, even though if you are seasoned stock investor lah, okay, I respect that, okay, seasoned investor, you want to move in options. If you are new to options, just start small, start slow, okay, get used to the up and down very fast, okay, the volatility, okay, once you are seasoned, yeah, you can sell more contracts, no problem, okay. So just remember, okay, please bear in mind, options is risky, okay. I know there are some people, I hate to say, those people who like to sell causes, very unethical, okay. They like to promise things like, oh, sure win wheel strategy, okay. Option strategy, sure win one. Please, option wheel strategy is not sure win, okay. It's not sure win. In fact, anything to do with option, right, is risky. There is the element of risk, okay. No joke, okay. So don't anyhow believe some people who will sell you causes and advertise as a sure win strategy, okay. Come and buy my course, $3,888, 1 day course, teach you a sure win option wheel strategy. Okay, bullshit. Options carry risk, okay. The option wheel strategy, yes, if used correctly, you have certain rules, your experience, right, gives you a high probability of profitability, but it's not no risk, okay. The risk is still high, and it's even higher if you are greedy. you cannot manage the volatility, or you are new, you don't know how to what button to press, all these things, okay, you sell wrongly, you can be in trouble, okay. So once again, if you're new to options, I really welcome you, okay. I hope I can learn from you all, learn from each other, and overall, I really hope my sharing helps you with your decision making when it comes to options trading, okay. I'm not saying I'm like very good, okay, I'm not, okay. I just hope my sharing with you all, my thought processes, my experience can aid you all in the options view strategy or options selling, okay. End of the day, I'm not a financial advisor, it's your money, do what you want, okay, but I do hope you can make money too, okay. Okay, so next up, right? Sorry, I drink some water. Thirsty. Okay. Short one. Okay. I look at the chat, see got any. Oh, hi eggplant, nice to see you. Oh, flaming snow. Announced result this morning. Oh my god. Okay, I think I missed it. I don't know what was I thinking. I was thinking, right? Nice to see you, flaming snow. Nice to see you again, okay? Thanks for dropping by. Hope your day is good. Hope you make money too on Microsoft, okay? Okay, I drink some water first, thirsty. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm also excited after seeing Microsoft up 14%. Okay, so you see, I thought Microsoft was announcing result a few days later. I didn't know that. Maybe Apple is later lah, Microsoft is earlier. So later I'll go check out the result. So probably okay, tomorrow no stream lah, sorry, but I will do shorts video, okay? So the next couple of days I will talk about Microsoft, some shorts on it. So we will have a discussion from there. Maybe you all can put in comments, give me your views on Microsoft. So later I'll check the results. I think it is probably very good, right? Probably excellent. That's why it's up 14%. Tio bo, alright, not tio. Tio bo just means correct or not, okay? Okay, I try to avoid too much Singlish because so everyone can understand. Okay, let's welcome everyone. So flaming snow, I guess the result must be impressive, right? That's why it's up 14%, right? Okay, okay, I'm very happy now, very excited because I hold substantial amount of Microsoft. Okay. Having said that, since Microsoft is up, right? Let's look at my puts. Okay, my puts. Okay. Oh, my Microsoft put must be making money now. Woo! Great. Okay, so you look at row number 7. Row number 7. Okay, I highlighted. Okay, so you can see another Microsoft. Okay, you all cannot see my percentage loss. Sorry, because I adjusted the screen. But in short, right, the number 7 is basically my Microsoft. Okay, I show you. So you also can see how it works. Okay, I think you all can see now. Okay, if you cannot see, not clear, volume too loud, not loud enough, feel free to feedback and let me know so I can adjust and make sure you have a positive viewing experience. Okay. Okay, so you can see row number 7, Microsoft put right on top on my first screen. So you can see I'm profitable now. In fact, I'm actually up 56%. So you can see my daily P&L, right, is 602 and 525. Yeah, so I make money on the call. On the put options. So I can close it for about $300 and $400 profit. Okay. So like I said, my Microsoft put, right, the premiums I collected was originally $500, 544 lah, okay, for the first one, 7. Then number 8, right, is $749. So the current price, right, you look at the current price, the column, right, is now valued lesser, which is 240 for the number 7, and the below one is 345, okay, here. So what this means is the option when I sold earlier, right, was more valuable at $5.44 per share, and the below is $7.49. But now to close it, right, I just need to pay $2.40 for the first contract and $3.45 for the second contract. So I actually make the difference, right? 50% profit margin, right? About there, right? Okay, in fact, I'm up 55%, 53%. So if I want to close the contract right now, right, I just need to buy it back at $2.40 for the first one and second one 345. So I make the difference, okay, which is about half. So that's the whole idea of my option view strategy. I will close position when it hits 50% profit. Okay, I think yesterday I thought about why I closed at 50%, is it? Okay, I can't remember lah, but I just quickly recap, right? The reason why I close at 50% profit margin is because, right, there's still many more months to go. But it's not worth it to wait the extra remaining months to capture the remaining 50% profit. So I show you example, okay? Microsoft put, okay, my row 7, right? The contract will expire in November. Okay, November. So from now to November is about what? 4 months, right? 4 months, 4 months. Okay, about that, okay, 3 to 4 months, okay. Do I want to wait 4 months to earn the remaining $246, or should I just close it, capture the 50% profit and call it a day? So it doesn't make sense, right, for me to wait 4 more months just to capture the remaining 50% profit. So yes, I will close the contract today. So tell you upfront, okay? Same thing for the second Microsoft put contract at $300 strike price, which expire in 2027, okay, March. So from now to March 2027 is like what? 9 months, 9 months. Do I want to wait 9 months to earn the remaining $339, which is about 50% of the remaining premiums? No, right? I rather just buy it back, just collect half of the 50% premium. I'm happy already, okay? Like I said, my option view strategy is not to chase insane amount of money. We are not getting rich overnight. If you want to 100x your money, you come to the wrong channel already, okay? We are here to make money consistently, okay? So at 50% profit margin, I'm very happy, okay? I'm very happy. So yes, I will close it, and then I will just take the profit. In fact, I want to show you how I close, right click, all this thing, but I still couldn't figure it out. When I try to right click, it doesn't appear on the screen below, I show a close, and then yeah, it doesn't appear here. So forgive me, I'm still new to stream. This is like my 4th stream, okay? Officially 4th stream. So as I figure out the OBS setting, next time we can go through a whole entire trade together. Because I know there are some viewers, new people who not confident on the whole entire process to how to buy the option, because they said they are afraid that they click the wrong buttons, they end up shorting the market, or overextending, and then they are in trouble. So bear with me, okay? Once I figure it out, I will show you the entire process of the button I click, what I press to sell the option, okay? And then same thing for closure, I also will share with you, okay? Drink water. Okay, so I'm glad that today Microsoft went up, so I had the opportunity to show you that, options, right, contracts are not just influenced by the extrinsic value, which is a time decay. Okay, this one is another video, another stream, okay? I don't want to hold you back too long, because we only left like what, 20 minutes. So remember, option contract has intrinsic and extrinsic value. Intrinsic is the stock itself. So when the stock goes up, right, if you have a put option, right, you will also increase the value of your option contract. So in summary, I don't use the word increase in value, more like making you profitable, okay? So now the contract, like I said, only left 50% of the premiums. I'm not greedy, okay? I don't want to capture all. I'm very happy already. I'm not going to wait another 9 months to capture the 50%, which is $300+. No, thank you. I will close it, and then I will, maybe sell another one next time, or divert to other contracts, okay? So I'm glad I get to show you this one. This is the chance to show you the profit that, options view strategy, selling options, right? If done correctly, and if done safely, right, is largely profitable in the long run, okay? Personally, okay, I'm not financial advisor, okay? I need to repeat this part because I don't want people to quote me and say, hey, I follow you, I lose money, okay? So please don't follow me. I'm just someone, random pigeon investor, trying to, share with you my thought process. Remember, will you trust a pigeon? Will you trust a bird for investing advice? Of course not, right? Okay? I'm just a pigeon. Go and take advice from professional, people who have professional certificate, okay, those licensed advisor, not me. Flaming, okay, make money from Microsoft but lose money from Meta. Feel for you, okay, feel for you. Hey, Flaming Stone, may I know why are you invested in Meta? Is it your strong conviction? Because honestly, okay, I want to share with you is I don't own any Meta, okay, to be honest, because my personal take lah, okay, I'm not saying you must, okay, I'm not saying everyone must follow me. It's my own view is that I feel Meta, they don't really have a very like strong product that people don't use that kind in the very long run. Example like Apple, Microsoft, they are like operating software. Don't have, cannot even start up a lot of function. Google, Android. No Android cannot have. Literally your phone cannot run, right? A lot of phone like Samsung, Xiaomi, all Android based, right? No Android how? So that's why these three companies are my top picks. But Meta, they don't really have something. I know they tried to do the metaverse, the 3D goggles or something like that, right? Because they want to have a platform, to like dominate. So that's why they invested a lot in all this meta universe virtual world. So it's not really like up there yet. I think they're still investing heavily in it. So that's why I'm quite wary of Meta, and Meta valuation is a bit high as well. I know recently got quite a bit of drop, right? I'm not sure whether it has spiked up or not, but because of that, I'm quite adverse of Meta. But I know someone also shared with me lah. Meta has one unique point is social advertise. Okay, they have a lot of social products like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, all the social part. So if you think carefully, there isn't really any products out there or companies that have a lot of these social elements when it comes to advertisement. Even YouTube, yes, the advertisement is very strong, Alphabet advertisement is very strong, but the social advertisement is not really as strong as Facebook, right, to be honest, or Instagram, because they're all like friends, social, that aspect. So if I have a product I want to advertise that is like social based, like maybe, or it's a product that you can have fun with your friends, people will definitely want to go to Meta platforms. So this is one of their unique selling point. But I just feel that it is unique, but it's still not strong enough to my opinion. That's why I avoid Meta. Okay, personal take. So Flaming Stone, it will be great, you can share with us why you pick Meta, why you invested in Meta. Okay. Yeah, you lose money, but I think Meta, regardless, is still quite a strong company, a blue chip. So long run, I think okay, I have no skin in the game, so I can't really comment. But my personal take is Meta long run should be fine. Should be fine. It should still be able to deliver results and do well. Is Meta result coming out? Any earnings season coming? Can share with us, Flaming Stone, if you are still around. So yeah, that's my take on Meta. So honest opinion, I'm not invested in Meta. I won't touch Meta for now because not attractive enough to me. Okay, if the valuation sinks significantly, okay, the P ratio drops a lot, the price crash a lot, I will definitely build some position. Okay, if that day comes, I will share with you also. Okay. Hey, by the way, if any of you also invested in Meta, feel free to share with us. Okay, I also want to hear from you. Okay, so that's all for my options component. Okay, so don't hold your back. Oh, I talked so long already. So that's my concept of options build strategy. So as we stream more, talk more, right? We will keep exchanging, share with you my thoughts on the options I sold. You also can share what you all have in mind, or questions can ask me. I try my best to answer you, okay? So pretty decent, right? You see, the two contract add up is about 1,200. If I close both of them, it's about 600. So I still get about $600 profit from these two put options. So it's not a lot of money, but they do add up. You think logically, if I keep selling a lot of puts, every few puts I collect 600, 800, then long run it can build up to a few $1,000s per month, which is quite sizable. It does accelerate your portfolio further, give you more cash flow to further invest. Okay, so that's all for my options component. I will end this part here. So any questions, right? Feel free to ask me about options. Huh? Okay, we will now move on to the last component. So the last part, right? Okay, so the last part is just personal finance. Okay, so I'll be upfront first. Okay, let me change the screen. I change the screen. I put my face at the top. Okay. So the last part is okay, about personal finance. Okay, if you are a seasoned investor, okay, you're expert already, maybe it's not that applicable to you, but I just want to spend about 5 to 10 minutes to quickly talk about this personal finance, because I know some of you may be more new to investing. You all want to learn about managing finances, especially people who are the students and in their early 20s. Some of them message me, or even talk to me. I mean, some of my friends, okay, even, or maybe TikTok, they message me, so, they say, how to manage money? I just work, I'm a working adult now, I have some income. What should I do? What should I buy? How to like build more money? Okay, not say build more money, how to accumulate more wealth so I can, relax from my job more. Lah. So, okay, I just talk about 3 habits, okay, 3 habits that keep people poor, okay. Okay, like I said, if you're a seasoned investor, you don't want to stay, it's okay, I respect that, okay, because this is the last part already, okay, just a short part. So, if you're new to investing, you're just started working, right, I think this is ideal for you, okay. So, just to answer some common questions. So, 3 habits I just want to talk. Number 1 is really unnecessary expenses, like, I hate to say things like Starbucks coffee, sandwiches outside, or maybe like bottled water from like 7-Eleven. Do you know they are very costly? Like, Starbucks coffee like $6-8 per cup. Okay, bottled water from 7-Eleven can be like $2-3, Because of convenience, right? People lazy to carry or make themselves. But I just want to emphasize, it adds up a lot, especially if you just start out working a job, okay, in the office, you wear, nowadays people don't wear formal, mostly now all casual, okay. Every day you buy 2 cups of coffee, Starbucks, easily $15. Then you buy some sandwiches, it's like, wow, some premium sandwiches from like Sidel or whatever, easily $15, $12. And it's just sandwiches which you can put yourself at home for like what, $3. So it ends up, you see 2 cups of coffee, 1 sandwich, 1 bottle of water from 7-Eleven, easily 15 to 20 bucks, gone like that. Okay, let's just make it easier. Just say a 20 USD per month on this kind of thing. In just 1 year, that's like what? 7,000 over dollars, That is a lot of money. $20 may not seem a lot in a day, but in a year is 7,000 plus. Correct, right? 20 times 300. Let me calculate. 100 is 2K. Yeah, about 7,000, okay? 365, yeah, about 7.2K. Let's just say 7K, okay? So it adds up a lot. 10 years down the road, it's like what? 70K, hello. So imagine all this money, right? You could have put in investment way early. And imagine if you started compounding them. Okay, instead of spending $7,000 a year, okay, $20 a day on all this coffee, branded coffee, okay, or sandwiches. You could put the money into investment, and this money will compound over the 10 years to way more money than to spend on them. So I'm not saying you cannot drink then, you cannot enjoy your life, right? Okay, you can, but they are bad habits, financially bad habits, because it adds up very quickly. If you are rich, of course, doesn't matter to you, but you have an average class like you and I, we just started working, we only get what, $3,000 per month salary, 3K US dollar. It's not a lot of money, okay? And if you keep spending like that, right, you will find it very difficult to accumulate wealth. So this is one habit, right, that you really want to relook into it. Instead of drinking every day, maybe once a week to reward yourself, I think it's fair. If you really need coffee, go for a cheaper alternative. You can make yourself probably healthier. Okay, Starbucks coffee is a lot of sugar, a lot of syrup. Then mineral water, why you want to spend $2-3 at the 7-Eleven? Why not just bring your own? It's probably way more efficient, way more cost efficient. But of course, I mean, if you, for those seasoned investors, okay, you're hearing this, I know you all probably have managed to build 500K portfolio, you definitely can afford Starbucks twice a day or even 10 times a day, no problem, because of your passive income, okay? That's fine, okay? But like I said, personal finance, if you're just starting out, okay, this is one habit that you really should look into it, okay? Personally, I feel it's a bad financial habit, okay? Spending excessive amount on this kind of luxury branded coffee lah, which actually not very healthy. So you may want to look into it, and do bear in mind, a long run it adds up, and if you use the money to compound your investment early, it's actually more worthwhile. And like I said, maybe 5 to 6 years later, when you have built a bigger portfolio, yeah, then you can maybe drink more often, enjoy more often. It's up to you, okay? Just remember, $20 today, okay, you save and invest, is worth more than 10 years later the $20, okay? $20 today is worth a lot, especially if you invest, but 10 years later $20 is worth nothing. So remember, the money now has higher value, especially if you save it and invest. Okay, okay, so second thing I also want to talk about, right, about two more concept, is two more personal finance, is one bad habit is also a lot of unnecessary subscription. Okay, really a lot. People like to buy expensive gym membership, Netflix, a Disney, all these subscription. Do you actually have time to use them or watch all the movie? Okay, most of the time you don't. Okay, and most of the time, right, you don't really need an expensive gym. Heck, sometimes you don't even need gym. You can just go for a run, do push-up, all these things. Most of the time people go gym is just to run on the treadmill. Might as well run outside, right? You save it. I know sometimes after you subscribe, you are just very lazy, right? To go and unsubscribe, go to the gym member, unsubscribe, send email. You are very lazy. My take is, please don't be lazy, okay? The cost add up very fast, okay? Some of the gym membership can be like few hundred per month. I heard some people sign up for some gym package. One gym package is like with trainer is 700-800 per month. Do you really need $700-800 per month every month? I mean, if you go every day, okay, you go to the gym every day, make use of the facilities, make use of the trainer, train to be very healthy or buff. Okay, that one no problem because you use it. But do you really use it every day? Most people don't. So please do look at your subscription. If it's not necessary, just cancel them. Okay, the money saved can be used for investment, and it adds up a lot. Okay, Netflix, Amazon, or whatever package, subscription add up here and there can be easily close to $1,000 for some people. So do re-look into it, okay? Something you all can ponder. Okay, last thing is, okay, personally, to grow your wealth, especially you are young, okay? Saving without investing, right, unfortunately will keep you poor, especially nowadays, okay? You save a lot of money, but trust me, it will be eaten up all by inflation, especially in today's time. Last time inflation 3 to 5% a year, maybe still bearable. You put in a bank, you get maybe 2% or 1%. Nowadays inflation range from 5 to 10%. Ridiculous. How is the bank interest of 1 to 2% going to save you from 10% inflation? No way, man, no way, absolutely no. So for those who are younger, you are building a portfolio, right? I hate to say it, if you don't invest, right, you will not get ahead of life. And I'm not even talking about getting ahead, it's about sustaining now, sustaining. You see, if you don't even invest, right, you can't even keep up with the market inflation. So I'm not talking about, improving your life, getting way ahead, I'm just talking about trying to stay at least, online, on par with the, market or your living condition, standard. To at least maintain your standard of life, the quality of life, right? You need to minimally have some decent investment, to at least, be able to be on par with inflation, to at least maintain your standard of living. Now, if you don't even invest, right, you can't even maintain. Okay, you are way behind the curve, way behind life. Okay, of course, to get ahead of life, to be way in front, right, you of course have to take certain element of risk, certain leverage, right, to really beef out your portfolio faster. But that doesn't mean if you just do a SPY 500, you can't get ahead. No, if you consistently work hard in your job, you get promoted, you get more income, You keep buying the market, average give you 9 to 10% return a year. 20 to 30 years later, you will still build a very good life, you know. You get 10% a year, 20, 30 years, you still can be multi-millionaire because you keep working a job, you put your effort in your job, you don't put so much in the market, right? You just buy and forget. You will get promoted in your job, you work hard, then you keep investing in the ETF, buy and forget, right? Don't want to use too much of your brain. Yeah, your return may be just market return, maybe 8 to 10%, but it's still good enough. It will still get you ahead long run because inflation is not always 10% a year. Maybe this year is 5%, next year 7%, next year 3%, then maybe next year crazy 10%. So long run, in the very long run, you still can get ahead. Okay, but if you don't invest, right, you can't get ahead. You can't even maintain your standard of living. So that's why investing, right, I hate to say it, it's no longer optional. It's not an option. Okay, you want to maintain your quality of life, investment is a necessity. Not financial advice, please don't quote me on that. Later you'll invest, lose all your money. Okay, so whatever it is, I mean, it's your money. Okay, but you want to talk about personal finance, right? If you don't invest, no way to get ahead, no way to maintain your current living in this hyperinflationary environment. Okay, so that's all these three habits that, I mean not habits, you can call it habit or tips, okay? These three elements, something for you all to ponder, okay, for those who are new to investing, just started, you know. So hopefully you'll find it useful. If you have any, you know, personal finance habits or questions you all want to ask, right, can also ask, drop down, okay? Drop in the comments, you know, message me what other pointers you want me to discuss. And then end of the day, like I said, be it you're a seasoned investor or new investor, I hope you make money and build a better life for yourself. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of the stream. So these are the three components. So hopefully I managed to touch base and answer most of the questions you all have. So just let's take a quick look, see any more comments or what. Okay, wait. Meta also released this morning, but result not good. That's why dropped 10%. Oh, okay. So probably I guess the EPS and revenue fall below expectation. I guess so. But thanks for letting me know. Of course, I'm not vested in Meta, so probably I won't go and read too much in depth. But Microsoft, I will definitely read up and then give you an update. So, but if Meta really drop a lot, right? I'll be very keen to add to my position. So I see how. Okay, so very happy to see all of you all here. Okay, I make sure I don't miss your messages. Okay, copyright 8. Thanks for the comment. Very happy to share. So if you have any questions as well, copyright, feel free to let us know. So okay, I hope you also have a great evening. In fact, everyone, okay, hope you have a great evening. Okay, thanks for dropping by, saying hello. And Yaf, really happy to see you again. So Yaf, always been on this stream, you know. Even the test stream, Yaf was here, so very happy to see myself. Okay, same for some of you. Okay, I saw you all before. Okay, you know, Flaming Snow, all this. Thank you so much for dropping by. So if you have questions or topics you want me to cover, right, just let me know. I will. Okay, to be honest, if it's within my circle of competence, I will be happy to share with you. Not within my circle of competence or expertise, right? Then I will tell you I can't comment much, because I don't want to say things that I don't have, you know, knowledge about, you know. So like you know, recently I talked about my interest in energy sector. I'm not an expert. Of course, I don't want to give any wrong ideas or, you know, wrong comments. I know, because I want you all to make money, you know. So I hope to share with you all things that I've been through, experience, and that you all find it useful. Okay, so any things you want me to talk about, let me know. I try my best to answer, talk about it. Okay, so okay, that's the end. So let's talk about next week. So tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no stream. Okay, no stream. So my stream is Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. GMT+8 time zone. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes I will stream. There will be a bonus stream. We will just chit chat about life. Okay, and it could be on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitch, or even YouTube. Okay, so that will be a bonus stream. But this week upfront, I tell you, there will be no bonus stream on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't have. Okay, because Honestly, I quite exhausted also. I'm new to streaming and I stream for like past few days. Okay, I think not easy. Okay, I try my best to sustain because I enjoy the quality conversation with y'all. Okay, and some of y'all say it's useful, so I'm quite happy to continue to share. So the next stream will be on next week. Same thing. Next week, Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. I will see y'all. Okay, here, YouTube, GMT+8. Okay, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no stream. I wish you all a happy weekend. Friday coming ready. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, hope you all, those who are working, okay, hope you have a good rest. I know work not easy, very tired. Must deal with annoying bosses, annoying colleagues. Terrible. I don't want to send email, reply slow. I know how it feels. I've been in the corporate world, so I know how difficult it can be to work with some people. Okay, so I wish you all comfortable. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself over the weekend. Okay, and I hope you all continue to make money. Okay, so that's all. Thank you so much for dropping by in the stream. Okay, see you all. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you all next week. See you all next week.